the world has caught up. Like, the Americans might just not definitively be the best team anymore, and I wonder if I'll feel differently if that's the case.
I mean, then you have the Canadians. The Canadians are loaded. The Canadians are the future of international basketball.
All I'm saying, Brian, is Victor said this quote. He said, "There's no other goal than gold for France."
I got a bag and they started treating me different. Love the way that I bag and I flip it. Gang get the wine and we shoot up your district. Showing love for nobody who dissing you.
The NBA season has been over for quite a while now, and usually we forget about basketball during the summer. But every 4 years, basketball fans get a little more excited because we get just a little more elite basketball than usual. The 2024 Summer Olympics starts tomorrow, and we're going to see the best of the best represent their country in hopes of getting that illustrious gold medal. Here in this video, I'll go over how this basketball tournament works and the teams that I believe will have the most success in Paris. Basketball in the Olympics takes a couple pages out of other organizations' books. It starts with 12 countries, each country with 12 players on their team. The teams are split into 3 groups, where we have the group phase. Group A consists of Australia, Canada, Greece, and Spain. Group B has France, Germany, Japan, and Brazil. And Group C has Serbia, Puerto Rico, South Sudan, and the United States. Each team will play the other 3 teams in its group and will earn 2 points for a win, 1 point for a loss, and 0 points for a loss by forfeit. The top 2 teams of each group will advance to the knockout round, and the 2 best third place teams will also go to the knockout rounds. If you're familiar with soccer and the Euros, the beginning part is kind of like that. Then we go to the knockout rounds, where we start with how the seeding works. The seeding doesn't work like normal sport organizations, where the best team faces the worst team. It works by a random draw, where the 2 highest ranked teams are on opposite sides of the bracket. After that, it's like the college playoffs, where it's single elimination. The winners of the semifinals play for the gold medal, while the losers of the semifinals play for bronze. Now that we got that over with, let's go over the main teams that are competing in this tournament. The first team I'll talk about is the Canadian national team. A couple years back, we wouldn't even think of mentioning this team as a contender in this tournament. Then, they slowly started to get better as the years went on. They're led by NBA MVP candidate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His smarts on the court are off the charts, and he has a great supporting cast with him. Guys like RJ Barrett, Jamal Murray, Dillon Brooks, Lou Dort, and so many other NBA guys that it's impossible to count this team out. They had a lot of success in the FIBA World Cup last year, even beating USA in the bronze medal game. Their defense is one of the best in the tournament, having an infinite amount of guys that can go and get you a bucket. But their defense isn't as good, giving up easy buckets with no effort. This team is bound to give countries problems, so be prepared to see this team late in the tournament. Another team that I'll talk about is a country that wasn't even in the tournament until recently, which is the Greece national team. Greece was in the Olympic qualifiers due to not doing well in the FIBA World Cup last year. They won enough games to reward them one of the last 4 spots, and they're looking to do some work in the Olympics. Led by one of the best basketball players in the world in Giannis Antetokounmpo, there's not a lot of guys to look forward to on this team. They have 2 other guys that have had stints in the NBA, one of them being Giannis' brother Kostas. But if anybody can take a dog water roster deep in the tournament, it's Giannis. This team is ran through Giannis, with guards Thomas Walkup and Nick Kalathis feeding him the rock. Then they got Georgios Papagiannis down low, grabbing boards and guarding the team's best big. They may not be the best looking team, but I'm not counting them out, and neither should you. Next, we got last year's FIBA World Cup winners in Germany. They surprised basketball fans all over the world last year when they won the FIBA gold medal over countries like the USA, Canada, Slovenia, and Serbia. They have NBA guys like Dennis Schroeder, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, and Daniel Theis that lead this team. And I don't know if it's because of the different rules, but this team is very good. Dennis Schroeder turns into prime Steph Curry, absolutely cooking everybody on the court. He runs the entire offense while those other guys I mentioned just fill their roles. But in this tournament, we might see an extended role for Franz Wagner based on how well he did this season. Germany runs a ton of pick and rolls, which these guards specialize in. If they can play as well as they did last year in the FIBA World Cup, then I wouldn't be surprised if I saw them in the gold medal game for the Olympics. Now we come to the country that is hosting this event, which is France. France has always been great in international competition when it comes to basketball. Having guys like Rudy Gobert, Nicolas Batum, Evan Fournier, France have constantly been one of the powerhouses of basketball. Now they've gotten even better, with the 20-year-old phenom Victor Wembanyama. Having two guys over 7 foot, one of them having guard skills, there's a reason why they are picked as one of the favorites to win the gold medal. France plays through their bigs, knowing that there aren't any teams that have guys that can stop these two down low. Unfortunately, France's guard play hasn't played great in preparation, but they're hoping their twin towers can carry this team to a gold medal. But there's a reason why I said one of the favorites to win gold. Last but not least, we have the resounding favorites to win the gold medal this year. USA had a terrible international team last year, not medaling in the FIBA World Cup. Seeing how bad international play was for the USA, we saw every American NBA superstar upset about it.
No, I do have a lot of interest in comparison. Obviously,
I talked to some people about the opportunity, and definitely, if all things stay the same, I want to be, playing.
After that terrible showing at FIBA, USA made the Avengers and got superstar after superstar to join their team. Guys like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum. I could go on and on about this star-studded team. There are no holes in this team. Offensively, defensively, rebounding, playmaking, shooting, USA have it all. The only thing they might struggle with is their chemistry, as they've only played together for less than 3 weeks. But they're too good to not mesh well together, so we'll see them in the gold medal game easily. Let me know if I'm missing any teams in the comments. All that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.